make sure to check out Agelessgeeks.com, and if you're local in California, you can check out their store where they have cards, games, figures, and more. Be sure to check out the Plastic Power podcast on Spotify. It's hosted by me, Daredevil19, and my buddy Star Blast Studios, and we do talk about action figures, anime, and more, and we do have guests on there a lot as well. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Kong Studios Ultra Ego Vegeta Battle Damaged Bloody version. But does this figure hold up well? Or is it a bad third-party release? Or is it superb? Let's find out and get into the review right away by starting off with the box. So here is the front of the box. Love that image there. There's the side. I guess this is the 13th figure. Nothing on the back besides the warning and blah blah blah. On the other side of the box, same thing as the one side. Now taking a closer detailed look here. I absolutely love the look of this Ultra Ego Vegeta. I know some collectors don't like the look of the blood, and yeah, it definitely could have been painted on much better, but still looks pretty cool. I'm just glad to have some sort of Dragon Ball figure with blood on it for once. This version from Kong also has the more accurate hair color compared to some of their other earlier Ultra Ego Vegetas, pretty much the one or two that released before this one. One of my favorite aspects to this figure is the shading. Kong did a beautiful job with adding that on the figure, and it's not just on his clothing, it's on the skin and hair. And now, speaking of the hair, another one of my favorite things about this Vegeta. But be careful when you swap faces, because the hair is very sharp. But the sculpt and colors with the shading just look great, so really dig the way this figure turned out. So now moving on to the height for Vegeta here to the very top of his head, he's about 5 inches tall. Then to the top of the very pointy tipperoo of his hair, he's about 6 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Superhero movie version Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan. And then there he is compared to Goku's best buddy, Krillin. And then here he is compared to some more Dragon Ball figures. So we do have the SH Figuarts Bardock with the DF hair sculpt. Then we do have the Kong Studios Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku. Then we do have the SH Figuarts Hit and the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie Full Power Broly. So there's the height and height comparisons. Now let's move on to the accessories. So Vegeta is included with a pretty good amount of stuff. So we do have an interchangeable hair sculpt, and then we do have 8 alternate faces for Ultra Ego, and then they randomly gave him an Ultra Instinct head sculpt, which is translucent for some reason, because he does not do that. And then we do get a bunch of alternate hands. So starting on the top with the bloody Ultra Ego head sculpts, on the left there we do get a basic stern face, which I think the blood looks best on the faces when it comes to this figure. So we do get that head sculpt. Then we do get either a sadistic smiling, or you can make it an angry teeth gritted. Then we do have a either talking or laughing or yelling, screaming face sculpt. And then we do have the face sculpt for when he first goes into Ultra Ego, which I think they did a great job on all 4 faces. And we get the same exact faces on the bottom for the Ultra Instinct hair sculpt as well. And just be very careful, because both hair sculpts are super duper sharp. So here's a closer look at the translucent Ultra Instinct one. I don't mind them throwing in accessories like this, even though it's not accurate or canon. I'll take it. I like stuff like this, so it looks great. I really dig that hair sculpt, and the face looks great on that hair sculpt as well. I'm not gonna pop it on the head because I don't want to risk breaking something, because my last Vegeta from Kong, the arm broke. Another thing is, if you want to use SH Figuarts Vegeta's hands with this figure, you can if you want to, but you got to make sure the white matches. So for the hands here, we do get 7 of them. So starting on the top left, we do get a pair of fists. Then we do get the Big Bang attack hands. Then we do get kind of open, grippy, typey hands. And then we do get that one awesome move he did when he first turned into Majin Vegeta. Just a right hand though. So that is all the accessories included with this Vegeta. Now let's get into the articulation version. Alrighty-o, so now for Vegeta's articulation. The neck or the head looks down that much. Doesn't really look up at all, which is disappointing. You do get very nice pivot out of the joints though, and then you do also get swivel. The torso, the waist joint really doesn't move, so the torso is where you're getting most of your movement, but it does go forward alright, not too bad, but you do see gappage on the back. Does go back pretty good as well. You do get decent pivot out of the torso. No pivot or forward and back movement, only swivel at the waist, and you really can't get swivel at the torso. You do get a pretty nice circular motion out of the shoulders. Then with the butterfly joints, you could get his arms to pretty much touch by the hands. The arms can't even hit 90 degrees. That's a bit disappointing. They do go up and down. We do have bicep swivel. Then we do have very nice double jointed elbows that bend in all the way. Then we do have a swivel and hinge on the wrist there. The legs kick forward a little more than 90, goes back almost 90. He can't Van Damme it, but very nice outward leg movement. We do have the upper thigh swivel. Very nice double jointed knees. We do have swivel at the ankles. Hinge up horribly. Same with hinging down. And the pivots, oh my god, that's horrible. Then we do have a toe hinge. Overall, I really dig this figure. Is it perfect? Definitely not, but it's still a really nice piece and a great filler until we get an official SH Figuarts Ultra Ego Vegeta. Yeah, the blood could have been painted much better in certain spots, but the shading, color of the hair, the sculpting to the hair, just the detail in general was handled extremely well on this Vegeta. The articulation isn't too bad, and you can get him into some cool poses, but I have noticed Kong Studios does struggle giving good ankle movement, and there's some other points of articulation that weren't too good on this Vegeta. The accessories are also amazing. You mainly get hands and faces, but a lot of faces and a random Ultra Instinct hair sculpt for Vegeta, which looks sick. I did have a minor issue when swapping the left hand. Sometimes the entire arm would pop off. I mean, I would just have to pop it back on, but it was an odd, small QC type issue, and I did run into something similar with my Limit Breaker Goku. So now moving on to my ratings here. For the detail, easily give this an even 9. Articulation, I'm gonna have to give it a low score of 7.2 because it really wasn't the best. And accessories, I'm gonna have to give it a 9.2. So my overall rating for this Vegeta is an 8.7. And then for my QC issue rating and price rating, for the QC rating, I'm gonna have to give it an even 8, and then the price rating, I'm gonna give it an 8.6. But anyway, that is my review of the Kong Studios Ultra Ego Vegeta Battle Damaged Bloody version. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about the figure in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, I will catch you on the next episode of Daredevil 19, and I will also see you guys later. No! Round and round he goes on the merry-go-round.